restaurant. Oh, they have chifrio? Chifrio. I think that's how you say that. That's a Costa Rican cuisine that my Uber driver told me that I had to try.
Really? So it's a kind of Costa Rica beef?
It's got arroz, so rice, frijoles, so beans, pico de gallo, you see it? Chicharrones, so pork skins, I think is what that is,
Okay.
and chips. So it's like a dip. So I just tried the, what is this called? Chifrone? No, Chifrio. Goodness gracious. It has rice and beans. It's a typical Costa Rican dish. It has jalapeno, chicharrones, which are like pork skins, and it has
But it's more than pork skin because it's more of the
with the fat. And it has pico de gallo, which is mostly like tomato, but it has some cilantro in it. And it's tasty, but it's not. I thought it would be more seasoned, so I don't taste the salt or the pepper in this, but I do taste some of the seasoning in this pico de gallo. So when I mixed it together, it gave a really, really great taste. I also love cilantro, so that could be it. But it's a typical Costa Rican dish. It's different. It's different. Would I order it again? Probably not. Oh, someone's calling me, and I got distracted. But it's definitely great to have. I had some chifrio at a restaurant, tree top restaurant. It was $20. $20 for rice and beans. Never in my life have I paid $20 for rice and beans. This was supposed to be Costa Rica. So, yeah, I won't be going back, and I was gonna leave, but since I was having lunch with some people, I was like, because I know I can get some chifrio from anywhere else, and it was bland and tasteless. But what else? Now I'm walking uphill, but it's really pretty. I'm gonna do a 360. Really pretty here. Lots of little shops. It reminds me of when we were on the beach in Italy. Not Italy. On the beach in Portugal. A lot of little restaurants, ice cream shops, coffee shops, food to eat. Really nice. Yeah, you have to get the car to take you up.
The shuttle.
Shuttle.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
And drop you off and then come pick you back up.
Have you used the shuttle already?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
We made it up to the 900.
Yeah, it is not easy.
Good exercise.
It is very steep.
It looks easy, but it's not easy.
It's not easy at all. I don't know how much further the lookout point is, but
I have no idea. I'm gonna keep trying.
I had to take a break down at that at the ninth building. First night where I feel like I have really gotten to relax in like the last 4 days. Let me see. Today's Sunday. So I got here on Thursday. That was just a travel day. So Friday, Saturday, I guess it's just been 2 days. What is today? Yeah, I got here on Thursday. Spent a night in San Jose. I spent 2 nights in La Fortuna. So that was Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Oh, today's Sunday, and this is my 4th night. Yeah, it's my 4th night, so 4th day of traveling. I don't know, whatever. I'm on vacation, I can't keep up with it. So I done changed into my t-shirt, got my short phone, got my wine, and they got some glass. So I guess I could have turned the camera around. I don't know why I did, I don't know. But anyway, here's the wine, and here's the glass that they provided. Y'all, it's not a twist cap. Oh, y'all, this trip, I'm like, okay, I just want to relax. Haven't been able to relax. Oh, I just want to have a cup of coffee. Haven't had a good cup of coffee until today. And I was at this Jimenez bakery, and the coffee was delicious. I'm going to take an Uber back down there tomorrow afternoon and have a cup of coffee there. And I may try a different coffee shop, so I may get some coffee to go. I don't think they have microwaves in here. Yeah, I got microwaves. So, well, I thought I was going to drink some wine. I am not. We got wine. So, let's see. Let's see if it's even any good. Toodles. Actually really cool out here, so I almost wish I would have worn my jacket. I may regret this.
Watch your step here.
All right.
You're coming. Okay.
Jesus.
Watch out, watch out.
Step, step, step.
Okay, here we're gonna be just walking on a path. We're gonna stop here.
So I just left. I just finished the hanging bridges. It took about an hour, hour and a half, depending on your pace. It wasn't too labor taxing. Like there was one point when I checked, my heart rate was at 155, and so I'm assuming that's as high as it got with the elevation. But it was a beautiful walk. We saw a bird that a guy said that he hadn't seen in 30 years, so I guess it was a rare sighting. I don't know what bird it was, but I'm gonna look it up and insert it into the video. I left my group. It was just there were 26 of us, and everybody taking photos, and the guy, you know, giving out information on the bugs and the trees and the birds and everything else that you could potentially see was just too much for me. I wanted it to be more of a peaceful walk, and so I just told her that I was gonna go ahead, and she told me it was a loop and that'd be fine, and so that's what I did. But it was a beautiful walk, beautiful weather. I thought maybe it was going to rain. So I went to the front to buy a poncho prior to embarking on the walk. But the ponchos were $21, and I already have a rain jacket at the hotel that I just left because it was so heavy. And I was like, oh, it's not gonna rain. But then I was like, oh, everybody has their rain jacket. It might rain. I should have brought my jacket. But it didn't rain, but it's beautiful weather. I didn't buy it because I just thought that, like, I've been to several national parks like in America, and ponchos are like $5–10, which is, I mean, that one was a heavy duty poncho, but still, let's see, $20 on the poncho, so I didn't get it. But yeah, I would highly recommend the hanging bridges when you're here in Costa Rica. Just very scenic, very beautiful. I took some pictures. Now, of course, I'm a solo traveler, so you know, I feel like I have to trouble people for pictures. Like, can you take a picture of me? Can you take a picture of me? Can you take a picture of me? And so that's the only downside. And I didn't bring my tripod. And of course, it's a bridge, so it wouldn't, I mean, it wasn't feasible in the first place. So I loved it. I'm about to go get some lunch, head back into town, stop in at a restaurant, get some lunch, and then Uber back to my hotel. I may have just like another traditional meal. I had the chifrio yesterday. That's okay. It felt real commercial to me, and I don't know, maybe it's just me saying that. Maybe it wasn't commercial at all and it was authentic, but and it was also $20. And I said that yesterday because, listen, don't get me on my soapbox. I'm not giving, that's why I didn't want to spend $21 on the poncho today. I'm like, I already spent $20. Never in my life have I paid $20 for rice and beans. So anyway, I'm just waiting for my group and then we're gonna head back. But really beautiful walk, really peaceful way to start my day. And the time now is 11:30, and so still morning time. I decided to walk. I always think it's a good idea until I start walking, and it's uphill. So I've only done maybe 0.4 miles. I'm already tired and sweating. Should have bought a water, I didn't. So I am I'm on a flat surface now, so obviously I can do that, but it's the elevation. It's a doozy. So I have a straight shot now back to the hotel, or back to the hotel. And once I get there, I'll probably be happy I can take a taxi. But right now I'm not. It's a very walkable place. Very easy to maneuver, at least in this area that I'm in. A lot of people walking around because there are a lot of hostels, hotels, and then eateries, and so because it is so walkable. And people have, like, I guess, rented cars. Maybe they flew into San Jose like I did and picked up a rental car. But so far, I'm enjoying the walk. I made it back to my room just in time. The sun is setting and I'm gonna sit outside and watch it set and get some footage of that and prepare to depart tomorrow. just finished eating dinner. The pesto was really good. I just had to add a dash of salt and pepper to it, and it was spectacular, and it was only $14. So I will say though that all of the food here has been tasty, but I've needed to add a dash of salt to everything that I've eaten, just to enhance the seasoning. So everything has been very lightly seasoned, very fresh. But for me, I just needed just a little pinch of salt. But this is my last night here. I fly out tomorrow morning at 4 in the morning. I may have already said that. My wake up time is at 3:45 for my luggage and transport. So I am going to conclude this video here. I have really enjoyed my time here in Costa Rica, seeing the countryside. All of the pictures that I've seen when looking at Costa Rica were mainly on the coastal part, so mainly the beach part, but the rainforest is quite beautiful. All of the animals and nature, the countryside, the mountains, breathtaking. I love being outside. I love nature, so I love relaxing and taking in the views of taking in the natural beauty. So I would definitely recommend Costa Rica if you're looking for that. Sunsets, sunrises, hiking, zip lining, bridges. Like, this is full of activities for families. Ubers and taxis have been $5 American dollars, so $5 each way. So it was quite affordable. Some of the restaurants did have elevated prices, like for the tacos that I got yesterday. Like, my entire bill was $47, and I ordered 2 orders of tacos, and they came with 2 tacos each, 1 pork, 1 chicken, and a margarita. Maybe like a 6-ounce margarita, and it wasn't made at the bar fresh, so it was not actually, it actually wasn't a very good margarita. And so I thought that was very expensive, and it's probably the most that I've paid for a meal. My enchiladas that I got at the other restaurant with the red sauce, they were good, but they weren't like Mexican enchiladas. But it was tasty, but I prefer Mexican style enchiladas. And the margarita though was great. And I think my meal there was about, with the large margarita, the enchiladas, and guacamole that I ordered, and the guacamole was excellent. Was maybe $35. So definitely a lot less than what I paid at the taco place. I went to the coffee shop twice. The coffee was, no more than $6, so that was really reasonable, and the coffee was spectacular at the Jimenez Cafe shop. So Costa Rica is known for their coffee, so the coffee here is delicious. There are a ton of coffee shops, so if you like coffee, this is the place to come. What else? I definitely think this is a beautiful spot for kids, for families, for family vacations. The only thing is, you fly into San Jose, and you have to travel 3 hours to get to the places that I spent time in. So La Fortuna and Monteverde, 3 hours from San Jose. 3+ hours from San Jose. Beautiful volcanoes. Enjoy the hot springs. It was my first time in a hot spring, and it was just lovely. It was very relaxing. I was surrounded by nature, so I would highly recommend that. The hanging bridges were a wonderful experience. I got to experience hanging bridges in Africa, and this was just as well. It was beautiful here, but of course, like, you've seen pictures of Africa. Nothing is touching Africa. But it's quite stunning here. Quite stunning here. Very nice, very lovely, but I mean, there's no comparison to Africa. What else did I do? The zip lining was amazing. I did not do any zip lining, but some of the people that I was with, they did zip lining, and they said that they really enjoyed it. I personally feel like if you zip line once, then you zip line everywhere, so that's why I didn't do it. But I mean, it is a different experience and a different in a different country. Of course, we have zip lining back in the States, and I mean, you're over treetops, and I mean, to me, trees at some point they all start to look the same when you're zipping by them. So I did not do any zip lining. I did not see any sloths. Some people that I was with, we were together, and they were like, "There's a monkey," and when I looked up, I couldn't find the monkey. So I was disappointed in that. I did see like the raccoon-like animal here that's native to this country. It starts with a C. I'm gonna put the name somewhere in the video. I saw one of those. Some people that I was with saw some tarantulas. So if you're into that, they are here. Lots of sloths, lots of monkeys, of course, lots of insects and bugs. There, I'm gonna insert a picture of the like a Costa Rican alligator like animal. It's not an alligator, but it's their version of an alligator. So like, you're in the middle of the rainforest. So if that's something that appeals to you, then you will really enjoy Costa Rica. Quite laid back, affordable Ubers, for the most part, affordable food. The airline ticket wasn't very expensive. Of course, I flew from Texas, so that may make a difference. I got a massage I paid $50, but they had $35 options. And y'all, I should have gotten a Swedish massage. She told me that the Swedish massage was relaxing, and that the one that I selected was medium pressure. And I love medium pressure, but it was more like deep pressure. Like, it was very painful. It was very painful. It reminds me like when I go to like the Asian salon, like the Asian like therapist. Whenever I go to like an Asian facility and they give me a massage, like it is so painful. So I don't know if it's like, I don't know, maybe the massage therapists in the States just don't they don't do a good job compared to other countries, because I was expecting well, my version of medium was certainly different from her version of medium pressure. So it was quite intense, quite intense. And I mean, I could appreciate like working the knots and the kinks out. So I just went with it. But for an hour, and I almost got an hour and a half. I'm glad I didn't, because I would have had to either reduce the amount of time or change it to Swedish, because it was painful for me. But I got to meet some really great people. I really enjoyed my vacation. I hate that my husband couldn't come, but you know, I needed to get away, especially with all the things that we've been you know, dealing with the IVF. We're about to start another cycle, our third cycle. And if you've gone through that, and I mean, even if you haven't, you know that it could be I'm sure you can empathize or sympathize, but it's a very expensive process. It's very disappointing when, you know, you don't get you don't either get eggs or create embryo, or whenever it is transferred, there is no baby. So sometimes you just have to treat yourself and get away. My arms are starting to shake because I've been holding the camera this entire time instead of using my pocket camera to film this video. But all in all, I would definitely recommend Costa Rica. El Establo Hotel was my favorite hotel, with views of the mountain. Quite beautiful, lovely property. I would definitely recommend that property if you're going to be visiting Monteverde. The people were nice. Just I cannot say enough about how beautiful and how comfortable that experience was. The only downside is that the walls are extremely thin. Like, the walls are extremely thin, and so you don't get much sleep because there is no air, and so it's vented to the outside, forward and backwards. So the bathroom is vented outside for airflow, and so you hear everything in the hallway. You hear all of the people. The front of this beautiful room is vented to the outside. Everything has a screen so bugs can come in, but it's for airflow purposes, you know, humidity control. So you remain cool and comfortable, but there is no sound insulation. You hear everything. This morning I heard 3 alarms. I heard the conversations of everybody. I heard people when they were on their balconies. Like, it's beautiful, but don't expect to get any sleep if you're a light sleeper. They have screens down, but I mean, it does nothing for the sun. Like, the windows aren't tinted and you get all of the sun and its glory shining through. The sun rose at maybe 5 in the morning, and so that's your wake-up call. You get a 5 a.m. wake-up call every morning if you're staying in that property. It's beautiful. It's wonderful for a weekend. It is romantic. It's cozy. Like, I cannot say enough about that property. So if you're in the city and you're looking for a property, I would highly recommend that one, understanding the drawbacks of that particular hotel. But yeah, so I love to travel. I'll be posting more travel videos. We're going to Japan at the end of this year, so be sure and subscribe if you're interested in my adventures from Japan and some tips that I may have for you. I appreciate you for watching this video, especially if you made it this far. Please consider subscribing to my channel. Please like and share my videos. Thank you again for watching. Bye guys. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.